Welcome to School Page Key Concepts. Mendelian genetics continued. So now let us analyze the results. So the cross was made between the plant A, which is a dwarf plant, and the plant B, which was a tall plant. A pod was obtained from the flower, which was subjected to cross-pollination, and the pod had seeds. These seeds were sown in the soil. Now the plants obtained were all tall. All the plants obtained from the first cross, the F1 generation, were all tall plants. Observe that plant A is a dwarf parent, whereas plant B is a tall parent. But the next generation of plants obtained from these two parents were all tall. How did this happen? To get the answer, we have to look into the genotype of the parents. What is a genotype? Genotype is nothing but the genetic representation of the parents. Recall that every trait, for example height here, is represented by a pair of alleles or genes, one obtained from the mother and the one obtained from the father. So even plant A has parents from whom it got two genes, gene T and T. Plant B also has parents, so which has given it the two genes T and T, the two genes for tallness. The capital T here represents the gene which is dominating. When we call a gene a dominant gene, it simply means that the gene which expresses itself in the first generation of cross. Observe here, we have two genes here and two genes here. So the gametes produced by plant A will be T and T, whereas plant B produces the gametes T and T. So here it is homozygous condition. Homozygous means similar type. Homo is a similar. So they are producing the gametes of similar type. Even here the condition is homozygous because both are small t. The gene for dwarfness is represented in a small letter because it is not expressed in the first generation but is hidden. Now the gametes are produced. When the cross is made, the gametes come together because now these two plants are the parents. They donate their genes to the offspring. So one gene from here and one gene from here. The genotype of the offspring is capital T and small t. Now you can see here there are two different characters, one the capital T and the other small t. This condition is known as heterozygous condition. And all the plants in the F1 generation have this genotype, that is capital T and small t. And because all the plants are tall in the F1 generation, it is very clear that the gene for tallness is dominant over the gene for dwarfness. Hence, the small t or the dwarfness is a recessive character. Thank you for watching. For more videos, visit our website schoolpage.me.